Hi, it's me, and today I'm going to be interviewing one of our founding fathers, John Adams. Knowing that your wife had asked you to think of the women while writing the Constitution, what was your own opinion on women having rights?
I appreciate that my wife took the time to ask me to remember the ladies while writing the Constitution, but America as a whole, I do not think that we were ready for women to have rights.
Because you had no slaves, do you personally think that African Americans deserve to be treated as animals? And as a former president, why didn't you do anything about it?
During my time as president, America was striving as a whole because the help of the slaves. Okay. It was not in my position to set the slaves free because many people in America wanted them.
Why do you think money was such an important goal for everyone in America?
Because America started out with nothing. If we had more money, then we would grow as a country, and that was our backbone. And we should all be proud of that.
Yeah. Okay, I have a couple questions for you.
All right.
Ever since 1919, when women were allowed to vote, do you personally think that we've come a long way in women having equality?
Yes, because if you look now at the salary and the job opportunities for women, they have increased throughout the years, and we can see now that the equalizing of men and women have come a long way. The gap between them is still wide, but it's not as wide as it used to be.
While growing up, did you see a change of the definition of American dream?
I think the American dream has always stayed the same, where you want a good job, a good education, and in this country get rich, really. The country as a whole, yes, it has changed and maybe has improved, but the American dream itself has never changed.
Do you think that the Founding Fathers' mentality and desires impacted the structure of America in a good way or bad?
Right now has very strayed away from the main principles of the past, and it brings up a lot of controversy because if we think about now big issues like gay marriage, do you think if we talk to the Founding Fathers now about this conflict, do you think they would agree with it?
Because America is known as the land of opportunity, do you think we live by rags to riches or by rich get richer?
Well, this is a capitalist country, okay? It cannot strive without its tiered system. So again, this is a capitalist country. There's always going to be the wealthy. There's always going to be a middle class. There's always going to be poverty. And unfortunately, that's how it is. And we can't, as a country, we can't stray away from that because that's how we were built.
Next up, we have a young adult, Jasmin, to tell us about her thoughts on the American dream. From what you read in the interesting narrative of the life of Equiano, how did his perspective of his American dream impact yours?
So throughout the book, basically Equiano wanted to be free. He wanted to go back home in the first part, and then in the second part, he wanted to be removed from the oppression of his captivators. And basically everyone's American dream is for equality and freedom for all. But it makes me realize that I should be thankful that we have come a long way, but there is more ways to go.
Having basic knowledge of what went on in Ellis Island, do you think it was worth the effort of the immigrants to come all this way to America?
I believe it was worth it to come here because most people wanted to escape the horrors of their own country. Although the process was long and a struggle, America was a safe haven. They could be who they are. America was basically the light at the end of the tunnel.
How has the American dream changed over time?
Well, it all depends on the group or whose shoes you step in. The American dream is always changing depending on the circumstances. It has changed. For example, Equiano wanted to be reunited with his sister, and Abigail Adams she just wanted her husband to acknowledge women. And people that landed at Ellis Island wanted to have freedom just in general. And I think everyone wanted the basic foundation of the American dream.
Thank you, John. Thank you, Jasmine. Thank you, Itzel. It's been a pleasure. Over and out.